Have you ever wondered why willpower fails you? Why you can think positive thoughts all day but still feel stuck in the same patterns? Here's what quantum physics reveals. Reality isn't solid. Multiple futures exist simultaneously until something collapses them into experience. That something might be your subconscious mind, which operates below your awareness 95% of the time. If you're trying to change your life with conscious effort alone, you're missing the real engine of transformation. Your subconscious doesn't just influence your behavior. It produces measurable electromagnetic waves that extend beyond your brain. These waves interact with the invisible fabric of reality itself. What if the same forces that govern particles in a laboratory also govern the connection between your inner world and your outer experience? Spooky action at a distance because it revealed something that challenged everything he believed about reality. Two particles become connected in a way that defies our understanding of how the world works. Scientists create these pairs in laboratories around the world. Once linked, these particles maintain their bond no matter where they travel. You can separate them by miles, continents, or theoretically across galaxies. Think of it like taking two boxes, putting a hot dog in one and a hamburger in the other, then mixing them up. You don't know which is which. But the moment you open one box and see a hamburger, you instantly know the other has the hot dog. The items are linked, even when you can't see them. Quantum entanglement works similarly, except the connection happens instantly across any distance. When scientists change one particle, its partner instantly responds. They might alter the spin of the first particle. The moment this happens, the second particle changes its spin too. This response occurs faster than light could travel between them. Einstein found this impossible to accept because nothing should move faster than light. This isn't theory anymore. Researchers have proven it happens in real experiments. They use sophisticated equipment to measure these instant changes. The results show up consistently across different laboratories and different methods. The universe operates by rules that seem to break the basic laws of physics as we understand them. If particles can influence each other across vast distances, what else might be connected? Consider this carefully. The same quantum field that links particles extends everywhere. Your thoughts emerge from brain activity that operates according to quantum principles. Your neurons fire in patterns that create electromagnetic signatures. The same force that links particles might connect your thoughts to your future experiences. Think of it this way. If consciousness arises from quantum processes in your brain, then your mental states could influence reality through the same mechanisms that connect particles. Your awareness doesn't exist in isolation from the physical world. Your subconscious mind produces measurable electromagnetic waves that extend beyond your brain. These waves carry information about your internal state. They broadcast your beliefs, expectations, and emotional patterns into the space around you. This energy generates actual measurable effects that researchers explore within quantum fields. These waves interact with what quantum physicists call the field. This invisible fabric of reality connects every point in space. Information travels through this field instantly, just like the connection between entangled particles. Your thoughts create ripples in this field that extend far beyond your physical body. Your inner world isn't isolated. It's entangled with the larger universe around you. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, creates a signal that propagates through the quantum field. This signal carries information about your internal state to the world beyond your skull. Other people, situations, and opportunities exist in this same field. They respond to the signals you broadcast, just like entangled particles respond to changes in their partners. Your subconscious patterns shape these signals below your conscious awareness. You attract experiences that match your dominant internal frequencies. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The very act of paying attention seems to play a role in determining which possibilities become real. Revolution. Scientists discovered this phenomenon through the famous double-slit experiment, which reveals something impossible about the nature of existence. They fire individual particles through two narrow slits in a barrier. When no one watches where the particles go, something strange happens. Particles behave like waves when no one is watching. They pass through both slits simultaneously, creating an interference pattern on the detector screen behind them. This pattern shows bands of light and dark, exactly what you'd expect from waves that overlap and cancel each other out. The particles exist in multiple states at once, taking every possible path through both slits. Think of a coin spinning in the air. Before it lands, it's not heads or tails yet. It's both at the same time. Only when it settles does it become one definite side. Particles behave similarly, existing in multiple states until observed. But the moment a scientist observes them, they collapse into a single, definite reality. Scientists place a detector at one of the slits to see which path each particle takes. The instant they do this, the wave behavior disappears. The particles start acting like solid objects again. They pass through one slit or the other, never both. The interference pattern vanishes completely. This suggests consciousness itself plays a role in creating what we experience. The particles seem to know when they're being watched. They change their fundamental behavior based on whether someone is paying attention. Your observation doesn't just record what happens. It actually determines what happens. Your attention doesn't just notice reality. It helps select which version becomes real. Think of it this way. Reality exists as a field of possibilities until something forces it to choose. The act of conscious observation appears to be that force. You're not watching a movie that already exists. You're selecting which movie plays out in front of you. Multiple futures exist simultaneously until something collapses them into your experience. These possibilities coexist in what physicists call superposition. Your life contains countless potential paths, relationships, and outcomes. They remain suspended in possibility until your consciousness interacts with them. Then one version crystallizes into your lived experience. That something appears to be your subconscious mind, operating below your awareness 95% of the time. Your conscious thoughts represent only a tiny fraction of your mental activity. The vast majority of your mental processing happens beneath the surface. This subconscious layer holds your core beliefs, emotional patterns, and automatic responses to life. Your subconscious acts like a constant observer, continuously collapsing possibilities into reality based on its programming. It operates according to deeply held beliefs about what's possible for you. If your subconscious believes you're unlucky in relationships, it will consistently observe that version of reality into existence. If it believes you're capable of success, it selects experiences that confirm that belief. You're not a passive observer of your life. You're actively choosing which reality unfolds through the focusing power of your consciousness. Every moment your awareness selects from infinite possibilities. Most of this selection happens automatically, guided by subconscious patterns you may not even recognize. The question becomes, can you learn to direct this choosing process consciously? Quantum shift method provides a practical framework for directing this process. Most people try to change their lives through willpower alone and wonder why it fails. They set goals, make plans, and push themselves harder when nothing shifts. This approach misses the real engine of change operating beneath conscious awareness. The real engine of change operates in your subconscious, broadcasting signals into the quantum field. Your subconscious mind governs over 95% of your thoughts, actions, feelings, and decisions. It runs constantly below your awareness, sending electromagnetic signals that interact with the field around you. These signals carry information about your core beliefs, emotional patterns, and identity. The quantum field responds to these broadcasts, not your conscious intentions. Step 1. Spend 10 minutes daily dissolving your current identity through stillness and visualization. Close your eyes and sit quietly. Visualize every belief and story about yourself melting away like ice in warm water. See your current identity dissolving into light or energy. Let old beliefs melt away completely, creating space for a new version of yourself to emerge. This process detaches you from the version of yourself that perpetuates limitations. Your subconscious begins to release its grip on outdated programming. Step 2. Align with your desired frequency by embodying the emotions of your future self now. Close your eyes and vividly imagine the version of yourself who has already achieved your goals. See yourself living in that reality with complete clarity. Feel the gratitude, confidence, and peace as if your goals have already materialized. Experience these emotions in your body right now, not as something you hope to feel later. This emotional resonance connects you directly to your desired reality. You begin vibrating at the frequency of your future self, which is when quantum shifts occur. Step 3. Take aligned action by asking what choices your future self would make today. Once you recalibrate your internal state, there's no need to chase or struggle. Instead, follow the energetic pull you feel towards certain decisions. Ask yourself each morning what your future self would choose in every situation. Act from this perspective, as if you're already living that life. This approach flows naturally from your shifted internal frequency. Still feeling doubtful? Consider individuals who have used these principles to spark transformation. Jim Carrey once wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered, carrying it in his wallet while fully believing in its reality. Years later, he received that exact amount for a major film role. This suggests an internal alignment preceded the external outcome. Think of it this way: a radio picks up signals that match its frequency setting. If you want different music, you don't force the radio to change. You adjust the frequency dial until it aligns with the station you want. Your consciousness works the same way. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. When you consistently visualize and feel your desired reality, your subconscious treats it as current experience. It begins broadcasting new signals into the quantum field based on this programming. The field responds by collapsing possibilities that match your new frequency. When your inner frequency matches your desired reality, transformation happens without struggle. You attract experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your internal state. Your external world shifts to mirror the changes you've made within. These changes ripple outward through the same quantum mechanisms that govern reality itself. You now understand how consciousness actively shapes reality through quantum mechanisms. Your thoughts aren't just private events in your head. They're signals broadcast into the fabric of reality itself. Every belief, emotion, and subconscious pattern creates electromagnetic waves that interact with the quantum field around you. This field responds by collapsing possibilities that match your internal frequency. Start with the quantum focus technique tonight. Before bed, close your eyes and breathe deeply 3 times. Then, visualize the future you desire, not as a fantasy, but as though it is already part of your personal story. Feel the sounds, immerse in the atmosphere, embrace the emotions, letting it feel natural, as if you are remembering, not just imagining. As you drift towards sleep, mentally repeat the phrase, "I'm entangled with my highest reality. I align with it." Subscribe for more calm, evidence-minded explorations of how consciousness shapes experience.